Would like to dedicate this set I've done this evening to my nan, if I may. She passed away 13 days ago. She was the love of my life. She was 93 when she left us, which I realise is a great age. And I think she died in the best way that any of us can go. She sat down in a chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, and she never woke up again. That's the best way that any of us... Well, to be fair, the dentist, he shit himself. Would like to dedicate this set I've done this evening to my nan, if I may. She passed away 13 days ago. She was the love of my life. She was 93 when she left us, which I realise is a great age. And I think she died in the best way that any of us can go. She sat down in a chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, and she never woke up again. And that's the best way that any of us... Well, to be fair, the dentist, he shit himself. Would like to dedicate this set I've done this evening to my nan, if I may. She passed away 13 days ago. She was the love of my life. She was 93 when she left us, which I realise is a great age. And I think she died in the best way that any of us can go. She sat down in a chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, and she never woke up again. And that's the best way that any of us... Well, to be fair, the dentist, he shit himself. Would like to dedicate this set I've done this evening to my nan, if I may. She passed away 13 days ago. She was the love of my life. She was 93 when she left us, which I realise is a great age. And I think she died in the best way that any of us can go. She sat down in a chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, and she never woke up again.
Also
That's the
known
best way
as
that any of us...
Maurieo.
Well, to be fair, the dentist, he shit himself.
Got my contact details there, so if you want to contact me, perhaps you'd like me to make a small video about the problem you're having, be it in relation to survey, maths, or anything really. I'll have a go. If I know, I'll certainly give it a go. Regarding
Would like to dedicate this set I've done...
that's me in 1972. I've changed a bit since then, so I'm not hoping to raise your expectations there. So let's hope that sometime soon you click on a video and you hear, "Hello, Maurieo."
I think we're okay. I think that background one there is finished. So good evening and welcome to tonight's show. Here in New Zealand, we've just gone into daylight saving, so we're possibly an hour earlier or an hour later. I'm not sure. Maybe an hour later. We put our clocks forward, so we're now 3 hours ahead. Anyway, we're different. Okay, so let's get on with the show. And tonight's questions are Maurieo's 10 questions about big noses. So we start off with question 1. Jimmy Durante. Jimmy Durante's massive nose earned him the nickname Schnozznola in vaudeville. Jimmy Durante. Is that true or false? Let's see if we can find a picture of Jimmy Durante. And let's just see if we can see what sort of proboscis we're talking about here. So this is Jimmy Durante. And yes, you can see he's got somewhat of an extended proboscis there for sure. Yeah, Jimmy Durante. And I guess the question now is, was he called Schnozola? Well, I'm going to go with true on that one. Jimmy Durante, true. He was called Schnozola. He seems to be quite comfortable with his large nose and using it to good effect. So that's true. Jimmy Durante, famously large nose, led to his vaudeville nickname Schnozola, which he embraced as part of his comedic persona. So that's off to a good start. 1 from 1. Next, from Grok. Next question. And the next question is, Adrian Brody's prominent nose helped him land the lead role in The Pianist. Adrian Brody. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of him. I have heard of The Pianist. That's a movie filmed in New Zealand, directed by a New Zealander, Jane Campion. Was in the news in New Zealand for quite a lot of reasons. One of them was to do with tax, I think. Not necessarily the movie, but to do with tax exemptions. And I think it won some Academy Award, an Academy Award, the piano. Yeah. Right. Yeah. The piano. The piano movie. Yeah. Here it is here. The piano movie. This was a set in one here. That's the piano there. I don't know anything about the big nose, but yeah. Or who had the big nose, but yeah. So I'm going to go with true on that one. I mean, large parts of that question appear to be relatively true. So T for true for that one as we have a look. See what's happening there with that. There we go. Incorrect. Oh, right, incorrect. The prominent nose was not a factor in landing the lead. His casting was based on his acting talent and physical transformation. Well, there you go. There you go. Well, I never, as they say. In for next. Sometimes the actor just has a big nose. Big Nose Kate was Doc Holliday's companion. Meryl Streep's aquiline nose is a signature feature in her iconic roles. I don't know. I'm a bit in two minds about this one, but I'm going to say true. I suppose. I think aquiline is a good thing, but not necessarily large. But anyway, T for true. Let's see what we can do with that one. Good old Meryl Streep. This is correct. Meryl Streep's aquiline nose has become a distinctive feature, often highlighted in her versatile and iconic performances across decades. This is me. Here's my nose. What does aquiline mean? Aquiline nose meaning. So what does it mean? That's just looking at movies. Oh, right. Aquiline. Oh, so these are, oh, look, this is a different noses here. So this is the Roman, the snub, the turned up, the Nubian, the hawk, and the Greek. Aquiline. Okay. That means curvy, does it? I don't know. Roman nose and aquiline. Okay. I didn't know that. Let's have a look. We'll have a look in AI mode for this one. All right. An aquiline nose, also known as a Roman or hooked nose, is a human nose with a prominent bridge that gives it the appearance of being curved or slightly bent, like an eagle's beak. Oh, the term aquiline comes from the Latin word aquilinus, meaning eagle-like. Ooh. Prominent bridge, navel bridge is high and noticeable, curved profile, and downward pointing tip. In some cases, the point of the nose also slopes downwards, not universal. Today, the aquiline nose is simply recognized as a natural variation of human facial features found across many different ethnicities and geographic regions. I think I've never sort of looked at people and tried to describe their nose. I've really either gone big or small, you know, or extremely small. Although I did go to school with a guy that had part of his nose missing. It was like, I think while he was young, they left it like that until it grew to its actual size, and then they did surgery on it. Yeah. It was pretty, interesting for the guy himself, you know, while he was, you know, in his teenage years and stuff. But yeah, he did all right, as far as I know. Yeah. Oh, what have I got here? Okay. So Meryl Streep's we've got next, question 4. So we've got 3 there, and we've found out a little bit about the aquiline nose. Owen Wilson's nose was broken during a high school fight, shaping his signature look. Yeah, certainly Owen Wilson. There's 2 of them. He's the blonde one, I think, with the broken nose. So I think that's pretty much true from what I know. Just going on I don't know the answers to these questions. I just check that the questions are suitable. Yeah, it was broken during a high school rugby game, contributing to his distinctive crooked shape that defines his look. Yes, a lot of noses are broken during rugby, sometimes multiple times. And yeah, I've got like a big S, an S across their face. Next question. Here it is, coming to you. Next, Barbra Streisand. Well, I knew that was coming. Large nose became a punchline in her early career, but she embraced it. She certainly embraced it. I don't know whether it became a punchline. I can't recall any movies sort of about her nose. Most of them were about Barbra Streisand, but yes, I do recall that she had something done to it. And there's a thing called the Streisand effect, where by complaining about something you draw attention to it. But I don't think that relates to her nose. We might have to look that up. So T for true for good old Barbra Streisand. This is correct. Barbra Streisand's last name was mocked early on, but she famously embraced it, turning it into a symbol of her unique beauty and talent. Yes, that's correct. But what is the Streisand effect? We'll see if we can get something on there. No, oh yes. What is the Streisand effect? Yes, so here it is, kicking off. Is a phenomenon where an attempt to censor, hide, or remove a piece of information from the public eye has the unintended consequence of drawing significantly more attention to it. This often causes the information to spread rapidly and reach a much larger audience than it would have otherwise. The term was coined after a real-life incident involving singer Barbra Streisand. In 2003, Streisand sued a photographer and the California Coastal Records Project for $50 million, demanding they remove an aerial photograph of her Malibu home from their website. The initial goal, Streisand wanted to protect her privacy and removed the photo. The initial status, the image had been downloaded only 6 times, 2 of which were Streisand's own lawyer. The result, news of the lawsuit went viral, and the image was downloaded over 420,000 times within a month, making it an internet sensation. Her efforts to suppress the photo caused it to be seen by exponentially more people. Here's some more examples of it. The Pirate Bay. After a court order forced UK internet providers to block access to the file sharing the Pirates Bay, the resulting media coverage led to a massive increase in traffic. Elon Jet banned the Twitter account Elon Jet, which caused public flight data to track his private jet. Oh, yes, I remember this. This drew further attention to both the jet's whereabouts and Musk's comments on free speech on the platform. The Virgin Killer album cover. When the Internet Watch Foundation blacklisted the Wikipedia page for the German band Scorpions' album Virgin Killer, publicizing the action caused a viral spread of the controversial album art across the internet. So there you go, all from Barbra Streisand's nose, as we now move on to question 6. Next. And this is the whole point of questioning, really, is to guide knowledge and a few curiosity in that. Steve Carell's bulbous nose adds to his everyman charm in comedies. Well, why not? Steve Carell starred in The Office, I think, and The 40-Year-Old Virgin is the one I remember him in. He's quite an odd character. I never considered his nose to be, but I'll go true. I'll play your game. Algorithm. This is correct. Steve Carell's bulbous nose enhances his relatable everyman appeal, contributing to his success in comedic roles like The Office and Anchorman. Yes, he was an Anchorman too. Yeah, bulbous. Oh, I think we can run with that. Next, question 7. Okay. Viola Davis' strong nose complements her powerful screen presence. Got no idea who Viola Davis is. I don't know whether her strong nose complements her powerful screen presence, but I'm going to say I'm going to say yes. I could be totally wrong. Oh, should I say I said true? Yes, T for true. Yes. Come on, Viola. It's correct. Viola's strong, prominent nose enhances her commanding and powerful screen presence in films like Fence and How to Get Away with Murder. Viola Davis. Never heard of her. So we'll check out Viola Davis. We'll go to images and I'll see what Viola Davis. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't say anything about her. I don't think that her nose is anything to write home about, as they say. Oh, it is. It's sort of a well, it's very much like my own, actually. Yes. Well, if that's prominent nose, so be it. Go Viola. And right, next, that'll be question 8 next. We're doing pretty well. Okay, Jeff Goldblum's elongated nose enhances his eccentric, quirky persona. So I would say Jeff Goldblum plays some quite unique roles. Got a reasonably unique sort of look. I think he was in the remake of The Fly or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something like that. So, yeah. Yep, I'm going to go with true for that. Don't have a problem with that statement, really. Which a lot of these are. They're not really questions, are they? This is correct. His elongated nose adds to his eccentric, quirky persona, seen in roles like Jurassic Park and The Fly. I love The Fly. There's 2 versions of it, isn't it? He was in the most recent. Jeff Goldblum, The Fly. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that him there? There he is. Oh, okay. The Fly. I guess he does have a sort of a elongated nose, I suppose you could say. Hard to tell in there. The Fly. Help me! That's all I remember from The Fly. Okay, so yes, we've got that one, T for true. As we move on to, we've got 7 out of 8. As we move to the next question, question 9, I think, or is it 8? Whatever. Question 9. Natalie Portman's Roman nose, aquiline, gives her an aristocratic air in films. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one. It depends how you interpret the question. So I'll go T for true. Natalie Portman. Does she have an aquiline nose? Well, it is correct. Okay. Queen Amidala in Star Wars. Yes. Oh, well, let's have a quick look at Natalie Portman. I'll get rid of that. Here we go. Yes. Natalie Portman. Possibly an aquiline nose, yes. Certainly of good proportion anyway, yes. Doesn't seem to have a downward pointing tip or anything, but yes, okay. Oh, well, very good. Go, Natalie. As we now come to question 10. Question 10 of Maurieo's 10 questions about people with big noses. Adam Driver's hooked nose was a key factor in his casting as Kylo Ren. I'm going to go true, but I'm quite sort of prepared for this to be false, actually. Yeah, it's quite possibly could be false, but let's go true and see what transpires. Incorrect. Adam Driver's hooked nose was not a key factor in his casting as Kylo Ren. His acting ability and physical presence were the primary reasons. So who is Adam Driver? I've actually been watching a couple of movies with Minnie Driver. I don't think they're related though. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I can't see. No. Right. Some pictures like there, it's quite large and prominent, isn't it? Well, okay. So that brings us to the end of 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Pretty good. I did that one largely on my own. Well, I did do it on my own. We've got nobody in tonight. So, yes, there we go. So, this has been Maurieo's 10 questions about people with big noses. Big nose people. Big noses. We'll have to wait and see to what the answer will be. Cheers! Now, Moz42 from far north Queensland has sent us in some material tonight, but he's not here to defend his material. So I will present what I have found myself, and yeah, we'll call it at that point. Yes, we've switched over to daylight saving, so all right. So this one here, bloody funny in my opinion. So let's make sure we've got the sound on. And
This evening to my nan, if I may. She passed away 13 days ago. She was the love of my life. She was 93 when she left us, which I realise is a great age. And I think she died in the best way that any of us can go. She sat down in a chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, and she never woke up again. And that's the best way that any of us... Well, to be fair, the dentist, he shit himself.
yes, I'd like to... I too would like to die in my sleep, just like my grandfather did. Not screaming and yelling like the people in him with the car at the time.
Would like to dedicate this set I've done this evening to my nan. If I may. She passed away 13 days ago. She was the love of my life. She was 93 when she left us, which I realise is a great age. And I think she died in the best way that any of us can go. She sat down in a chair, she closed her eyes, she went to sleep, and she never woke up again. And that's the best way that any of us... Well, to be fair...
Dispense with that one. And now, this one here about learning Spanish.
I met a girl a couple of years ago who was telling me, right, she came from Spain to Glasgow to learn English. And wherever you learn English, you pick up the accent, you know that. I said, what part of Spain are you from? She goes, Barca fucking Lona.
Yes.
I met a girl a couple of years ago.
She certainly picked up the local lingo there.
From Spain
in that
Glasgow
instance
to learn English.
very quickly.
And wherever you learn
Well
English,
done, that girl. Now, this one
In one of
here.
my first ever business meetings, I barely understood a word anyone said. That's because they were using business terminology, and also because I happened to be in Tokyo. So I thought I'd get all up to speed by reading the business glossary from my new book, There's No Business Like Business. First two, very simple. Business, the act of doing business. Glossary means a vendor of gloss paint. Invest, how you dress when working from home. Intellectual property, a house belonging to E.G. Stephen Fry. Broker, what you become after each bankruptcy. Depreciation, not clapping at the end of a concert or play. Human resources, parts of the body that can be used to generate electricity. KPI, that's one of the sidemen. E-commerce, commerce in Yorkshire. And merger, the agreement of two businesses to join forces, often brokered on a train, hence the phrase, merger on the Orient Express. And that's it. You're now fluent in the language of business.
Right.
In one of my
Well,
first
now
ever
we're all
business
much more
meetings, I
informed
barely
about the
understood
language
a
of
word
business.
anyone said.
Yeah.
That's because
well
they
done.
were used.
That was pretty good. 10 out of 10 for that. Now, what's this one here? I just read there is a small island off the coast of Italy with 5 million Sicilian people. That's the biggest number I've ever heard. Ah, yes, I thought that was the case, Moz. Daylight saving. All right, Moz42 has joined us. And so we'll flick over to his contribution. Right from here as we go. Here we go. The far side. Anatophobia. The fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you. Ooh, I'll be watching you. These all look like ducks. There's definitely a duck there. Oh, the quiz went, yes. Marvellous. One by a nose. Yes. Stop the music. Oh. This one. Oh, yeah, that was still running. Yeah. Okay. I don't know that there's no sound in that one anyway. All right. Here we go. Artificial intelligence cannot take your job if your job has never needed intelligence. I don't understand. You're safe. All good, buddy. Don't worry. Never mind. You're all good. I think I saw this one as well.
In my car, I'm driving too fast, I'm driving too far. I'd like to change my point of view. I feel so lonely, I'm waiting for you, but nothing ever happens. And I wonder. I wonder how, I wonder why. I'm driving around in my car. I'm driving too fast, I'm driving too far. I'd like to change.
Right, we've got that. Now this one here. I'll let you read it. Are you an old? Were you born between 2001? No. Yes. Do you remember VHS? Yes. Do you remember when people weren't offended by everything? Yes. No. Oh, dear me. How Australian. Yes. All right. So here we have how to hide your boyfriend when you're gay in the Middle East. The irony. During sex, you can burn as many calories as running 5 miles. Sure, but who can run 5 miles in 37 seconds? I need some very special people. I don't think he'd be a quickie kind of guy. Oh. You'd be surprised. And you thought smoking at the pump was risky. All right, there are a lot of charging stations, aren't they? Electricity and water. It's a grand mix. Now, will I be okay, Doc? I doubt it. Mercury is in Uranus right now. I don't do that astronomy stuff. Me neither. My thermometer just broke. Ooh. Quicksilver. Dear Scotland, it's you, not yous. Sincerely, the English language. Dear England, yous dinna kin what you're talking about. Cheers, Scotland. Shocking, yes. And what do we got? Oh, yes, I tried to recreate this once, but it was very difficult to do. If you see this bin floating, it's time to cut down on wine. It's just a wet spot on the pavement. It's hard to put the bin back down on the pavement. Yeah, very hard. Yeah. I have to squint to see it on the pavement. Now, Indiana Jones versus Lara Croft. Yes. Yes. Wow. Okay. And last
whole world smoked a joint at the same time, there would be world peace for at least 2 hours.
What?
Followed by a global food shortage. Whole world smoked a joint at the same time, there would be world peace for at least 2 hours.
What?
I think it's about...
Followed by a global food shortage. Whole world smoked a joint at the same time, there would be world peace for at least 2 hours.
Oh, right.
What?
Yes.
Followed by a global food shortage. Whole world smoked a joint at the same time, there would be world peace for at least 2 hours.
What?
Followed by a global food shortage. Whole world smoked a joint at the same time, there would be world peace.
Thank you so much for dropping those by. And now we can back to this one here. Something for everybody.
Were you what?
Climate change abatement.
Oh, really? Is that really what you do? Look, I care deeply about the environment. I'm not a tree hugger, more of a bush licker, but I love the environment. I really do.
I love this. I think this is one.
Were you what?
Climate change abatement.
Oh, really? Is that really what you do?
I
Look,
didn't
I care
realise
deeply
I
about
cut
the
it
environment.
short.
I'm not a tree hugger,
can
more
go
of a
back.
bush licker, but I love the environment. I really do.
Oh dear. Was quite a bit more. Well, there we are. We've got it all there now. All captured in 4K, as they say. 1080p. Tomb Raider. Right. Okay. Now, what next? What next? Here we go. Done that one. This one.
Is it your intention to run trans people out of the state of Texas? No? Just out of the bathroom.
One of the best spontaneous.
Is it your intention to run trans people out of the state of Texas? No?
No, just
out of the bathroom.
Out of the woman's Holy shit. I bet that lady making that comment
to run trans people out of the state of Texas?
The people.
No?
Yeah,
Just out of the bathroom.
Oh my God. I walked into that. I so deserve that. Yeah.
Is it your intention to run trans people out of the state of Texas?
God.
No? Just out of the bathroom.
And so, that's deadly. That's beast mode. All right.
There's microplastics in human semen now. We did it. And it's like across the board. It doesn't matter what class you're in. There's microplastics in billionaire semen. That's not good. Kids eat that.
Yes.
There's microplastics in human semen now. We did it.
The jab. Now, what have we
He
here?
wants to ban the red dye 40 because it causes autism. I wanted to ban the blue hair dye because it causes fat lesbians.
Yes.
It's an epidemic. It's out of control. They can't procreate, yet they're getting bigger.
Oh, the old blue hair dye.
He wants to ban the red dye 40 because it causes autism. I wanted to ban the blue hair dye because it causes fat lesbians.
Right.
It's an epidemic. It's out of control. They can't procreate, yet they're getting bigger.
It is probably is quite toxic. Someone rubbed one off in the elevator. Yes. Hilarious. Someone rubbed one off in the elevator. Oh dear. Dear me. That is good.
A new California policy goes into effect banning the word transmission fluid and is now called questionable gender shift juice. Back to you, Susan. A new California policy goes into effect banning the word transmission fluid and is now called questionable gender shift juice. Back to you, Susan. A new California policy goes into effect banning the word transmission fluid and is now called questionable gender shift juice. Back to you, Susan. A new
Someone
California
rubbed
policy
one
goes
off
into
in the
effect banning
elevator.
the word transmission fluid and is now
Right.
called...
Now this one here. I had no idea what to get my wife for a birthday, so I checked her browser search history. She's gonna love it. Oh, yes. She's gonna love it. Dang. Now.
I met you a few weeks ago, and I've been a little bit obsessed with you, if you don't mind me saying.
Have
we
you?
met on Stand Up to Cancer, and you're all charming and all nice and lovely.
Yeah.
And as a transgender woman, I think that we would make a very handsome couple, because you're missing one leg, and I've got a third one I don't even need.
Wow. I'll tell you what, if yours is a foot, fair play to you.
I met you a few weeks ago, and I've been a little bit obsessed with you, if you don't mind me saying.
Have you?
We met on Stand Up to Cancer, and you're all charming and all nice and lovely.
Yeah.
And as a transgender woman, I think that we would make a very handsome couple, because you're missing one leg, and I've got a third one I don't even need.
Finally.
Wow. I'll tell you what.
Have you ever been on that website, bustycoons.com?
Yes. I haven't.
Oh, Matt's having...
No.
Mate,
It's about like the like the big head honchos of bus companies.
Bus tycoons. What are they called?
You know,
First.
It's like your fucking your Jeff Bezos of the bus world.
That's bullshit. What I'm looking is bus.
Got him.
So close to saying it out loud.
Try PennIsland.com.
Bus tycoons. That's bullshit.
Have you ever been on that website,
Yes.
bustycoons.com?
Yes. I haven't. Go on it. No.
It's about like the like the big head honchos of...
All right. Yes, that's what Smoko's all about.
Hello. Mr. McBride?
No, sorry. He died about a year ago of a burst appendix.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. It's all right, we're too late. Hello.
Yeah.
Mr. McBride?
No, sorry. He died about a year ago of a burst appendix.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Yes.
It's all right, we're too late.
Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. One more.
Hello. Mr. McBride?
No. One more. This one. Oh, yes.
You want to know the best story of good
Amish
people
won
winning
the
a lawsuit? So the Canadian government targeted the Amish and fined them $300,000 for not using the COVID tracking app. And the Amish won in court by just replying, "We don't have phones." Simplest case ever. So good for the Amish.
It was
Fuck the government.
simplest
You want to know
fight
the best?
ever. All right. Well, that's all from me tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Moz42 from far north Queensland. Hope you all have a great week. As we looks like, yes, we'll be in October by the end of the week. New Zealand has swapped over daylight saving, so we've moved our clocks ahead. We've sprung forward. And that means we're into spring and getting into October. So yeah, look out, we're coming. All right, this has been a Maurieo presentation, recorded live in our lovely little studio in downtown Ngaruawahia, the Big Smoke in Aotearoa, New Zealand, a place where Kiwis live in a paradise we like to call God's own country. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Good night and good gardening to you all. At least Lara Croft. Yes, this is true, Moz. The fart jokes got in through Lara Croft. Bloody marvellous. All good. Good night. And good gardening to you all. Cheers. See you. Good night. Sleep tight.